Hey guys, Rob here. Today's video, we got a pretty good one. So we got a 3-day trip. I plan on doing between 25 and 30 miles. And I did reserve 2 campsites. And the place that we're at is actually the Sebastian River Preserve. So if you're not familiar with that, go check it out. It's an awesome place to visit, to hike, camp. You do have to make reservations for campsites. It's all primitive camping. And this part of the trail here, we're just at the beginning. This is a 9-mile stretch, and I plan on doing that today to our first campsite. And then tomorrow I plan on doing 13 miles to the next campsite, and then I'm gonna do about 5 miles out. So should be a really good trip. We are gonna do fishing. You guys can see I have my fishing rod tied up back there. And there's a pond back here that I've never been to, and I plan on hiking in there to see what it's got. So this trail has been pretty flooded out, and this whole place has been pretty flooded. So I'm expecting water crossings. I already see that there's a bunch of water up ahead. I mean, that's expected. So I've got 2 liters of water with me, and that should be enough to get us to a water source here that's about halfway in. And I can collect more water there when we get there. But yeah, this should be a really interesting trip, and probably gonna be a slightly longer video than usual, guys. Last couple of weeks I haven't been able to get out, and I'm trying to get back at it. So I plan on recording a lot this trip, and anything that's pretty cool, I'll add in the video. So hope you guys enjoy, hope you guys stick around. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, because this is gonna be a good one. All right, so we are probably maybe a quarter mile into the trail, if that, and I'm being generous there. And we've already got a nice flooded section. So we'll see how the rest of the trail is. I'm prepared to get my feet wet. This water is going to be cold, because I forgot to mention that the big reason why I'm doing this trip, is because we have really good temperatures outside. So today's high is 69, and the low is, it's going to drop down to 50 degrees. So nice break from the summertime hiking. I also forgot to mention that we've got a ton of gear to test, a ton of gear, and I am super excited to put some of this stuff through the test. And yep, can't wait. Wow, that water is cold. One of the products that we're going to test here is going to be this NITECORE. This is the CARBO 10,000, and this is brand new. This is a Gen 2, and this thing is fully waterproof. So this thing, you can drop it down up to like 6 foot of water for a while, and it'll still be good. You can even charge it while it's like underwater. I mean, obviously this right here has to have the cable plugged in, and the cable has to come out of the water. But we got some water right here we just crossed through, and I'm gonna throw it in there, and we're gonna turn it on and see if it actually works. So I'm gonna take this thing right here, and I'm just gonna chuck it right in the water. We just threw that thing right on the trail. All right, so it's somewhere over here. I see it. There we go. So let's turn it on. Let's go over here into the shade and turn it on. You guys see that? Lit up. That's freaking awesome. So this thing right here fast charges. It's up to 30 watt fast charge, and you can do pass-through charging, which is pretty cool. 2 USB-C ports on there. It's like touch sensitive there for the on-off. This thing's great. Small, lightweight. It's perfect. Thanks, NITECORE. Appreciate you guys. All right, back on trail. So this is where the trail turns off, and just follow the trail, follow the blaze, green blaze. So there's a little link out back that way, but we're not going that way. we're doing the whole thing. You know, last time I came through here was a while ago, and they had just did a controlled burn. So everything looks different now. It's a lot more overgrown, and the color is obviously different. Plus we have a ton of water. So yeah, I'm expecting a lot of water crossings and probably even hog activity, like even seeing hogs, you know, I'm expecting it. So already, since I started, I see a lot of areas where they're rolling around and stuff, but you know, this is Florida, so it's normal. It's just how it is. But I did put on my little bell because I don't like startling stuff, and I don't like getting startled, so got that on. And we're just gonna push through this. So you guys, you know, I tested out that NITECORE, the CARBO, and it's great. You know, I used to be an anchor person, kind of. I bought a couple of anchor power banks, and I was impressed. And everybody swears by them. So I had 2 anchor 20,000s, and I was using that on all my trips and stuff. And then they died, like both of them. And it's not like heard something, but it's not like I abuse my gear. I take care of all my stuff. So when one died, I started using the other one, and then that one died, and I said, man, screw it. So I started using the NITECORE, and I've been really impressed. Haven't had any issues with it. Plus they're waterproof. So you guys saw earlier, I threw my power bank in the water, and I've done that a couple times already with it, and it survived. Now, if I did that with my anchor, it would have been toast. As a matter of fact, that's how one of them died. Was I was out and I got rained on, and I had a different pack, and it got wet. And I dried it out for like a week and a half in some rice, and it just would not charge. So anchor has not, I mean, NITECORE has been working really well for me. So this trip, it's a multi-day trip. You guys see I have camera equipment and stuff. So I have 2 NITECORE 10,000s with me for this trip, just in case I need the extra power. I don't think I will, but I'd rather have it since, you know, I record these videos. So I'm glad that I just stopped here to reposition my camera microphone, because there is a massive banana spider. He's like right there somewhere. Anyway, yeah, I need to pay attention for that, because I don't want any of them suckers on me. Everything is super saturated here. That park ranger was not lying when she said that everything is really, really wet. You guys can see right here, this is a hog that did this, rolling around in it and stuff. And there's a lot of hog tracks all around, all through here. But yeah, that's definitely from a hog. Pretty cool. So we're approaching our first area where water could be collected. And I was expecting this thing to be completely flooded, but it's not. I'm sure just a couple of weeks ago it was probably flooded completely. But yeah, this right here would be a good place to collect water because it's flowing water, which is pretty cool. So this bridge is all crooked and stuff. I don't know how stable it is, but we're gonna walk across it. Feels pretty good. Yeah, I thought the bridge might have been broken and would have just fell over, but it didn't. So now that the weather is cooling off, really, really good here, man. I am just so grateful for this cool weather. And it's beautiful out here, it really is. And I love coming to this place and just getting out, especially when the weather's good. If anybody is interested in going on a hike or something like that, feel free to let me know. And I think I'm gonna plan like a little trip, maybe a small group trip. Not really sure yet. I don't know if I wanna do like a 3 or 4 person hike, or maybe, you know, a 2-person hike or something like that. But yeah, feel free to reach out to me and maybe we can set something up. I'm pretty much like silk blazing because there's I've seen quite a bit of those spiders and they like to just hang out right in the middle. So just waving my trekking pole around just in case. All right, we got this. This is Florida trail training. Not really, because this is actually Florida, so. So far, guys, I don't even know how far we've went. I'm gonna guess and say we did maybe 3 miles so far, I think. And 90% of what we just hiked has been just like this, like all water. So really, really wet conditions. I say if you're coming around this area to do this trail, like now-ish, you need trekking poles, because there are some areas where your boot kind of slips a little. I would not want to go through any kind of water like this without trekking poles. All right. Hopefully this is the last bit of water for a while. I'm hoping that these power lines, or the power line road or service road that this is dry. Probably at mile number 5 right now, and it's been all water. So I'm gonna say 95% water, 90 to 95. All right, made it to the power line, and there's water. Man, this like gravel, it's rough. It's rough on the feet and the legs. Let me show you guys how, like, the size. You guys can see that right there. I mean, that's like what you're walking on, and some of it's loose, so your feet are kind of twisting and turning. Got to have a good set of hiking shoes for this. And even for me, I got these Solomons, and they're great, but walking on this stuff is always difficult. I think I'm gonna find a spot back here to sit and enjoy lunch, take a break, see if we got a shaded spot. This looks pretty cool right here. Let's see if we can get a water view spot. Yep, this looks like it'll do. Oh. All right, time to grab me a little lunch. And then after that, I'm gonna hydrate because I haven't had anything to drink since we started, only because of the fact that it's cooler out and I'm not sweating as much as I would. All right, so what we got for our lunch today is gonna be some pepperoni, we got a tortilla and some cheddar cheese, and then just like a little power bar to go with that. Show you guys my view here. All right, guys, finished lunch and just sat for a while, and I don't know, a good 20-30 minutes just relaxing and enjoying the view. So we're gonna get back on trail. What I gotta do now is just top off my water. I drank a whole liter of water, and I just wanna fill that back up, and then we're gonna go back on the trail and to camp. Now, I am expecting to see a hog back here. Almost every time I pass through this area, I see hogs. And right now it's getting low light, so usually when they're more active, like you guys can see right here. They've been laying all in this. And plus two, they uproot all back here. I can already see it's uprooted pretty good. But I'm gonna switch the camera around on my chest and just walk through this. Maybe we'll see one. I mean, look at this, guys. I'm gonna show you guys what the ground looks like up close. I'll put my foot in it. So you guys can see, they're really tearing this up. So somehow, I'm a little bit more behind schedule. It might just be because of all that water we had to go through. I think that was a gator in that water. But I think because all that water we had to go through, and it was like 5 or 6 miles, I think. 5 miles that we had to walk through. And that might have just slowed us down a bit. But yeah, it's just after 4 p.m. I was hoping to be at camp by 4 p.m. because with the sun setting early, I didn't want to be setting up in the dark. But with the way it looks now, maybe another hour before we get to camp. So that's gonna give me at least an hour and a half to get everything set up, relax before the sun goes completely down. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I know that. I've been so tired lately. I've been so tired. I've had a lot of stuff going on. Like little bulldozers that came through here. Anybody, you know who you are. The ones that comment on my videos and they're like, oh, Rob's scared of hogs and blah, blah, blah. I'm not scared of hogs. You have to respect wildlife. If you don't respect wildlife, you're gonna end up in a situation. So to all those that act tough behind the screen, I dare one of you guys to set up a tent out here at night and camp this spot throughout the night. I dare you, because you're gonna have them all up on top of you. They're gonna get you, and you're not gonna get any sleep because you're gonna be worried about them. All right, looks like we're back to a water crossing, so time to get our feet wet again. And you know what, guys? Like I was saying about the whole hog thing and respecting nature, you know, you can't just walk around out here and act like that. You got to give animals their space. They're wild, they can be unpredictable. And you know, another thing, how I know I'm not afraid of them, because I do get comments every here and there, somebody saying something like that. I know I'm not afraid of them because of the fact that I'm out here doing all this stuff by myself. I come out and I do these trails and I do these overnights, and I'm alone. There's nobody else with me. And if I was afraid, I would stay home and watch YouTube. But you just got to be cautious, respect nature, appreciate it, and just keep going. All right, I'm just trying not to get my feet wet, but it's gonna happen. Yep, my feet are wet again. My shoes were almost completely dried out, but that's all right. I have an extra change of socks. Back on the power lines, back on it. All right, let's bang this out. Literally just a hog right on trail. Came around this corner, I stopped, I just looked back that way, and then I looked this way, and he was just up there staring at me. He ran off right as the camera clicked on. Probably about, maybe, I don't know, 100-pounder. I was trying to get him on video, but oh well. So that last section there before where I cut the camera off, I did at least 50 yards, and I was just getting more and more overgrown, and the water was like definitely at my knees, and it was just like walking through grass and water, like really, really nasty mixed stuff. I said, I'll just turn, take the other way. All right, guys, almost to camp. See here, this is what we reserved. So yeah, I think I only got maybe less than a quarter mile, if that. And let's see what time it is. It is 5:15. So All right, we made it. We made it to camp. Hog activity everywhere. Everywhere you look. This is the little shelter that they have here. You guys can see the hogs came through here. All right, let's go set up tent. So I forgot to give you guys a quick tour, as I always do. So we do have some new gear, like I said. The tent's new, so Gen 3. I posted a video on this tent already. And we got a new sleeping bag. This is actually a down sleeping bag, rated down to comfort rating is 40 degrees. And then I already did a video on this here pillow. This is a Thermarest pillow. Really nice pillow. So we're gonna see how that works. There we go. I decided to try out this here Peak Refuel, and this is the sweet pork and rice. It looks really good. It's got corn and beans and stuff in it. So we're gonna give that a shot tonight. So I'm gonna start boiling some water because we're running out of light quickly, and once that's done, I just want to be able to sit and relax. So I'm just using my ultralight alcohol stove that I made. It's a little cat food canister stove, and it just runs off methanol. All right, so I think that this is done rehydrating. So we're gonna mix it up and give it a taste test. I think it needs more water. It looks kind of dry. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. But the pork looks amazing. I mean, I don't know how well you guys can be able to see that, but let's take a smaller bite. That is good. That is really good, but it needs a little bit more rehydrating. Wow. All right, guys, I just finished off my dinner, and man, I'm full. I'm tired. I'm definitely ready to go to bed. So I think it's like just after 7. Yeah, it's 7:10, and I'm gonna call it a night, guys. So we got to get up nice and early. That way we can get these miles in, and hopefully it drops nice and low tonight. That way I get to see how the sleeping bag works. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace. Good morning, guys. 7:30 in the morning. It's 53 degrees out, and I slept like a king. So you guys see I have this down sleeping bag, and this thing has kept me nice and toasty. And this new tent, the Gen 3 X-Mid, is fantastic. It's so much bigger inside. This is the one-person tent, and it's so much bigger inside than the other one. And it's just so much nicer because you guys know I'm pretty tall. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Last night heard a bunch of coyotes. I heard one hog back that way for a second, but other than that, nice moonlight casting down. It was just a really nice night. So we got about 6.5 miles to get to that pond to fish. So I'm gonna give myself, I think 3 hours should be plenty. That should get us there around noon, or before noon, around like 11. So I'm just gonna get up, make some breakfast real quick, pack all this stuff up, hit the trail. So today's plan, we've got a long road walk, couple of miles, and we also have to collect water because all I have left is half a liter right here. So I think about 2 miles from here, maybe 3, there's a water source, so I'm gonna collect water there, top everything off, drink a bunch of water. Today's high temperature is supposed to be a little bit higher than yesterday. I think today's peaking out around 74 degrees, so big difference compared to yesterday. So I do plan on sweating a lot more, so I need to make sure I'm hydrated. And just so you guys know, I've had these Solomons for a while now, and I've put a lot of miles on them. I mean, I don't even know how many, but had them for 10 months, and they might be seeing their limit. I think it's probably time to order a new pair, because this is the first time I'm actually having a decent foot issue with them. So I will be ordering another pair. Also too, since this campsite, Cracker Camp, that we just left, is fairly close to where I parked at. I'm gonna say it's probably half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile away. I'm hiking back to my car because I've got some boots in there, and I'm gonna take the insoles out and put them in my Solomons, because this foot here, my left foot, is just tore up from, I don't know if it's a combination of being wet and then walking on those rocks for so long. I mean, we did a couple miles on those rocks, and there were a couple of rocks that I stepped on that kind of were pointy, and right in the flat spot of my foot, just where, where your pad is, where your toes are. I've hit that spot a couple times and it's kind of sore. So yesterday I had to push through it, and today I figured, you know what, I got those boots in the car, I'm gonna grab them, or grab the insoles, and maybe if I just add those to these insoles, it might add some more stiffness. I don't know, but definitely gonna do that, because we got 13 miles today, 5 miles tomorrow, and there's a decent chunk that's gonna be on hard packed dirt. And I don't know, I feel like that's just gonna be brutal on my feet. All right guys, so I just got lucky, and I remembered that last time I was here, I went over there and they had water. So I just went over there again, and I topped off all my water, drank about another liter. They have a really nice water fountain there with ice cold water. So that's gonna save us some time, and we won't have to stop and filter from that pond. So here we are on this long road. Gotta take this down about 4 miles, I believe. And it's just nothing but this. So I'm not gonna record too much here. It's not much to look at for you guys. Underneath the I-95 overpass, and got a nice little fishing spot. I don't think there's any fish here, but it's nice and cool, it's breezy, feels great. We're gonna keep going, and I'll take a little rest break once we get a little bit more in, probably another mile or so. I'll stop for a couple minutes, drink some water and stuff. Looks like we got a full house. Oh, we do have a picnic table available, so that's pretty cool. Oh, man. All right, guys, I'm not even gonna take my pack off. I don't wanna get too comfortable. Just wanna stop here, take a couple minutes before we get back on it. Drink some water. It's definitely time, I think, to order a new pair of shoes because the insoles on those Solomons are just so thin, and I think that they're just wore out. So, I'm glad that I had those other boots in my car and I was able to swap the insoles because I don't know, man. Those rocks yesterday they killed me on those power lines. Normally I can do it, but I feel like I felt a lot of the sharp edges on the rocks. So far, a couple of water crossings just like this. It looks like we're just gonna have to embrace it. It's not gonna be a way around it anyway. I'm sure that the rest of the trail is probably like this. All right, both feet are already completely soaked. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. All right, guys, so this is the point where we actually move and go off trail. So the regular trail goes that way, and we're gonna go up through here. I see there's a deer up ahead, probably about 120 yards or so. Small little deer. But yeah, that's the direction that we're going. So it sounds like there's a hog over here. Something coming through that water. It's a hog. So yeah, that hog was just right up over here, probably like 20 feet from here. I saw him, I was probably about 40 feet away from him, but he was just kind of up in there. Took off. So you guys see here, this is all cypress, and I came back through here one time, but I didn't go very far. I only went a little bit, but today we're gonna go through it and get to that pond and fish it. Put this bell away for a minute. I have no idea how overgrown it's going to be up ahead because this is not part of the trail, so who knows how often that they're even doing any kind of maintenance out here. That was a buck. Nice buck. Fortunately didn't see him until he started running. This area here looks like it could be and is loaded with wildlife. I mean, I already seen a bunch of birds. Something back there. I don't know what it was, maybe a deer. It looked like I got like a quick glimpse of it, but it's probably some gators in this water too. And look at this guy, he is not happy that I'm here. Well, too bad, buddy. I'm coming to fish. It's really cool back here. So I almost walked right past this thing coming through all this water right here. And there's like an old hog trap there. And it looks like some sort of tree stand or something. Pretty cool to see that kind of stuff. All right, so it looks like we're at the end of the road and we're supposed to go this way. All right, I'm gonna have to check the map here to be sure. I think it's that way, but I need to be sure. So we just walked through that little bit of water. And it was kind of tricky right there because it's hard to see the trail. Well, it's not really a trail, but it's hard to see the turn. And then it opens up to this. So I think we got maybe half a mile before we get there. And it is just after 12 noon. So we're going to be getting to camp pretty late today because we're pretty far in right now. And I still have to, we got to get to the pond and then we start to fish it and then hike out. So I don't know, I'm weighing my options. This may be more of an e-bike type thing. We'll see. I'm thinking if anything, what we'll do is we'll get there, we'll check it out, we'll have lunch, and then we'll make that an e-bike trip. That way we'll have plenty of hours to fish. But as of right now, I don't know if I want to fish it just because it's so late in the day and we still have a bunch of miles left. Oh. I can finally see the pond, guys. I can finally see it. I've been wanting to come here for so long. Oh, it's just beautiful back here. Wow. It's even better than I thought. Wow. We just came from through there. So I'm definitely seeing signs of life. There's fish here for sure. So that's a good thing, because if I come back to fish it, I know that there's activity here, which is probably what I'm gonna end up doing. All right, so all I'm gonna have for lunch is the same thing we had for lunch yesterday, which is gonna be tortilla, pepperoni, we got some cheese here, and that's it. So we're gonna make 2 of those with some mustard, and it should be pretty good. I'm also gonna put out my tent, and that way it could try to dry a little bit, because it had a lot of condensation in it this morning. I'll shake it out. All right guys, so update. We left that lunch area, the pond, and we're back on trail. Probably 2.5 miles in, if I had to guess. So I'm just right now just trying to cover distance so that way we can get to camp and everything. So I'm in sport mode right now. A little bit of VTech. So catch you guys in a little bit. Nope. I tried. All right, guys. Many miles later, we finally made it to our camp. And I've been looking forward to this because we have nice water here that I will be collecting to drink. Top off. I've got less than a liter of water left over from what we started out with. And campsite number 2 that we're staying at is Pine Camp. This is a really nice campsite, very clean. All right, so I'm gonna top off on water, set up my tent and everything, and then I'll bring you guys back when all that stuff is done. All right guys, got all my stuff set up. I've been chilling out for like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes or so now. And I'm gonna show you guys my tent. Love the tent. My sleeping bag, it felt a little bit damp, probably just from like dew and stuff in the morning. So I have it out here. It's already dry. Didn't need very long. It was very lightly damp. But yeah, I got all my water and stuff filtered. And fresh water right there, 2 liters, and then I have another 2 liters right here that needs to be filtered, and then I have 1 or half a liter of water in that. So definitely gonna catch up on all my hydration. And man, it's nice to just sit down, you know. That was definitely a workout, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling it a little bit, especially my left foot. The rocks on the power line, man, they really, I don't know, man, they messed it up. So it's like, you know, right where your toes spread, like that flat part right behind it, right in the center. has just been killing me today. But I told you guys before, I swapped my insoles from I have some hunting boots that I keep in my car, and these are the insoles here from those. But you guys can see, look, they're thick, they're massive, and the ones inside of the shoes I'm wearing now are like paper thin, and they're comfortable, but I think that my shoes are just wore out, to be honest. So like, after I put in those hunting insoles, we hiked probably, I think we did probably about 6 miles, 5 or 6 miles, and then I had to take them off because they're way bigger than the insoles from my Solomon. So what was happening was it was pushing my feet up, and it was creating a hot spot on the back of my heel. So I had to put some moleskin on that just to keep anything from happening, because my feet are still wet. I've been all through water both days. So eventually I had to just take them off and put the regular Solomon insoles back in, and finished everything up with that. And tomorrow morning, the hike back to the car, another 5 or so miles, I'm just gonna keep the regular insoles in these shoes and just tough it out. So what I'm gonna do for the rest of the time is I'm just relaxing. I mean, it's 4:09 now. We've been here for about an hour, and I guess I was hanging out longer than I thought, filtering water and stuff like that. But it's 4:09 now. Sun goes down completely at like 7. So I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna have me a big boy drink, definitely deserve it, and get some food going later. That's it, just relax for the rest of the day. All right, guys, so it is 5:19, and I'm gonna get my dinner going. And it's gonna be a big dinner because we had big miles today. So we're supposed to have done like 13 miles, but honestly, it felt like more. We'll see, I guess. When we finish out this whole thing, we'll see how much we actually did. So for tonight, gonna do some the chicken Alfredo from Mountain House, and I'm gonna add some extra chicken into it. All right, guys, I don't know about y'all, but I think I'm ready to get in here and relax. Oh. I may or may not come back out for the night. I don't know. I did want to make a fire. I have it all prepped and ready to go, so who knows? Maybe when it gets dark, I'll go do that. If not, no big deal. It's been a long day, and I'm ready to just unwind finally. Good morning, guys. So woke up a little while ago and kind of got moving a little bit. took some Tylenol off my foot because we got a nice long walk on, it's like hard packed dirt. But yeah, slept pretty well. More coyotes in the night, a lot of them. So they did wake me up again from that. But other than that, I slept pretty good. But yeah, I got all my stuff laid out on the table here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start packing up most of my stuff. I'm gonna leave my tent for last. And then I'm gonna make myself some breakfast. And I'm gonna make a really strong coffee, like really strong. Because I'm used to having like caffeine and stuff in the morning. In the last couple of days, I haven't had any. So I'm gonna make a nice big strong coffee and pack that up, and then we're gonna head on out of here. I got this thing packed. So this is a 20-liter Sea to Summit evac bag, compression sack. And I have my sleeping bag in here, my down sleeping bag, that Thermarest pillow, and I have my big Agnes Rapide inside of here. And you guys see, it's about the size of a basketball, maybe a little smaller than that. Perfect. All right, guys, so for breakfast, I already told you guys we're having a lot of coffee, and I got 3 instant packets. I think I'm gonna throw a 4th one in there. And then I'm gonna add some of this here, it's instant latte. So should be a nice energy kick to get us back to the car. I've also got some pre-cooked bacon, and I just added some black pepper to this right here. This right here would be really good if you had some syrup just to dip it in, but we don't today, just the bacon. And I've got this here, it's like an MRE, like French toast. It's like a little Pop-Tart thing, and we should be good to go. So this here bacon, guys, show you guys what it looks like. It comes in like a red and black bag, and you can find it just about anywhere. Walmart has it the cheapest. It's like $4.99. I think Amazon's also got it for the same price. Everywhere else it's like double the price. But it's pretty good. It's already cooked, and it tastes even better if you reheat it. If you stick it in a microwave, or if you're out camping and you have a little pot or something, you can put the bacon in there, heat it up. It tastes 10 times better that way. Really good. Not a bad backpacking breakfast, guys. We got coffee here. We got a French toast Pop-Tart thingy. And we got bacon. So I just want to say that, you know, I talked about this here NITECORE in the beginning, and this thing lasted the whole trip. I was able to charge my phone twice, or top it off, I should say. And then I charged my DJI camera twice, or topped it off. I went down to 17% one day, and I was able to recharge it fully. And then the next day I brought it down to 35%, and I was able to fully recharge it. And I was able to fully charge my microphone. So it's pretty good. And it still has one little bar left. So according to that, I guess that's 25%. But this one thing was able to do it, and I'm really happy about it. The other power bank that I brought is another NITECORE. This is the NB Plus 10,000, and this is also fully waterproof, just like the other one. And I carry both of these because I film when I'm out here, but I didn't have to touch this one on this trip. So that's actually really nice to know. So guys, I'm gonna finish off my breakfast, and I'll see you guys in a few. All right, guys, got everything packed up, and I left no trace as always. I always encourage you guys to do the same thing. Don't leave any garbage behind. Leave the place as it was, as you found it. But yeah, got everything packed up, so we're gonna hit the trail. Just gotta grab my trekking poles, and I left this here because there's supposed to be somebody else camping here, so just a little bit extra wood to get a fire going. I'm sure they won't mind that. I got this long road walk, and I'll see you guys when I get back to the car. I'll put my total mileage in after I get home and start the editing. I still have no idea exactly how much I've done. I have an idea, but I'll put it in the video. But I'll see you guys back at the car. Peace. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up for me. It really helps the channel. It helps get the videos into the algorithm. And all the links or all the gear that I used in the video, or most of the gear I used in the video, I'm gonna put links in the video description if you guys are interested in anything. If there's something that I might have missed in the video description as far as links go, feel free to shoot me a message or a comment asking what that particular item is, and I'd be happy to share it with you. Pretty much all the gear in this video I paid for my own money, except for like the NITECORE power bank. They did send me that. It's still a good product nonetheless. But yeah, we're gonna close it out here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I absolutely did, and I can't wait to get home and start editing. So share the video if you can. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Until next time, guys, I'll see you on the trail. Peace.